What up, world? It's your boy Agent, and I'm back. Now we are less than 2 months away from the NBA regular season ending, and there's been a lot going on. Now I had a couple takes about a week and a half ago, but I like to let the season play out and see what happens before my predictions start to kick in. Now let's get started with the Eastern Conference. I'm gonna talk about that first. This Eastern Conference, the Milwaukee Bucks became the first team to clinch a playoff spot last night by defeating the Los Angeles Lakers. They closed the game out on a 15-2 run. And Giannis didn't have a great game, but guess what? Eric Bledsoe had a hell of a game. 31 points. He signed a 4-year, $70 million extension with the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, I think this is the most underrated team, which is crazy to say. Now, I know people are going to say, hey, it's the regular season. Toronto Raptors had the best record in the regular season last year. But, hey, when it comes down to it, they've been playing lights out. Got the addition of the new coach, Mike Budenholzer. Giannis is having an MVP season, which he's my MVP pick. But Bledsoe has been the fire that makes the storm go. He's been playing super hard since the All-Star break concluded. Man, they're balling. They got Mirotic. Now they're about to get Paul Gasol after his buyout with the San Antonio Spurs. They are first in the East. They are a couple games ahead of Toronto Raptors. Hey, which I think Milwaukee will get the number one seed. You have Toronto at 2, you have Indy at 3, you have Philly at 4, and you have Boston at 5. Now, this is the disrespect is real for Milwaukee. Everybody wants to talk about Toronto, Philly, and Boston. Hey, guess what? Philly, besides Golden State, has the best starting five with the addition of Tobias Harris. They got Jimmy Buckets, J.J. Redick, and you already know Ben Simmons is passing lights out. Joel Embiid's been out since the All-Star break with knee soreness, so we'll see when they get him back. But that bench, I'm questioning. Indy, the problem with Indy is Oladipo, I think, is going to catch up to them, and they will slip down to a 4 or 5 seed, so that propels, I want to say, Philadelphia. But at the end of the day, guess what? When it comes down to it, Philadelphia does not want to play Boston in the first round. Boston is a matchup nightmare for Philadelphia, and Brad Stevens does nothing but give Brett Brown problems. And I like Brett Brown, but he gets outcoached and outsmarted by Brad Stevens, who's arguably one of the best coaches in the league. Hey, now I really want to get to, the star-studded franchise the Boston Celtics are. Hey, they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals last year, as we all know, without Kyrie Irving. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Terry Rozier, Scary Terry, they like to call him, play lights out. Now this year, everybody took a step back and regressed. Jason Tatum's regressed. Everybody said he was going to become this superstar, but I've watched his games. I haven't been impressed with Jason Tatum this year. He just looks not himself. He's taking a lot of bad shots. They also got Gordon Hayward back, which I think was a mistake by Boston giving him all that money, as he's coming off the bench and he is making over $30 million. Now here's the problem with this team. They finally won last night against the only Washington Wizards, which I'm a huge Bradley Beal fan, but he needs help in that city, and that franchise is just morbid. But fact being is they finally won last night and did a season-high 4-game losing streak, and Kyrie has been adamant come out this year, calling out young players, trying to become a leader. Said he even talked to LeBron. But he realizes that with his own team now, it's not a joke and it's not easy becoming a leader because everything falls on your shoulders at the end of the day. That's what LeBron had to do when he wanted to get out, and now he wants his own team. And I applaud him for being mature, but now he's been rattled about his free agency talk, and everybody's asking him about what he's going to do, and he's mad. People are talking about him and KD, talking at the All-Star game and whatnot. Kyrie is a hell of a superstar, bona fide superstar. Boston needs to make this work. I don't think the problems rely off the court. I think it is on court for sure. The chemistry seems fractured. There's no ball move. Everybody's ISO ball, and Kyrie's trying to get his. He's been dishing the ball a lot better, but Jaylen Brown's minutes are cut down. Marcus Morris isn't playing as well. Jason Tatum isn't playing as well. Gordon Hayward's come off the bench, like I said, and it's not looking good. This team just looks like it's not good. Like I said, Brad Stevens, as great as a coach he is, I think his problem is that he doesn't know how to play star players. He came from that Butler trend where he took undervalued players and made them great. Now he needs to take the star players and learn how to manage those egos and get things going. Hey, Boston needs to get it together. Everybody's high on them, but like I said, I did pick Milwaukee to make it out the East, and I'm still going to pick them. Everybody wants to pick Boston, say they're going to get together, which I think they may, but if they don't get their act together, they could be looking on a first-round exit. And Kyrie needs to keep his emotions under control. I understand we're all humans. Nobody likes to be talked about, but it's the NBA. Got to stop being so sensitive about it. These questions are going to come, and you can make these go away by just answering them and talk without really talking. Like I said, in Toronto, I don't really trust Toronto. I know they got the claw, but hey, I don't like Kyle Lowry. I don't trust him. They've got Danny Green. They got some winning pedigree, but hey, I'm taking Milwaukee out of this Eastern Conference all day, every day, and they will come out. But like I said, people need to show them some respect. They got some ballers out there. Lopez is shooting the three. Like I said, addition of Marriage, Brogdon, who leads the NBA in free throw percentage. But hey, let them show you. They got some clutch players. A lot of people said they couldn't close games out. Now, they did a few nights ago with Bledsoe closing the game out against Sacramento in overtime. And last night, sealing a deal against the Lakers. So, hey, watch out for Milwaukee. That's my number one thing I want people to realize. As good as these other three teams are, do not sleep on the Bucks. Now, let's get to the Western Conference. As we all know, Golden State's still the 1 seed. Right now, they're only a half game out. A half game up on the Denver Nuggets. But hey, like I said, if they don't get it, they won't be mad. You know how they are. They cruise the regular season. They're just getting tired of the regular season. Here now, they sat KD the other day. Now they're sitting Clay tonight against the Sixers, which I think they will win that game because the Sixers don't have any Joel Embiid playing tonight. Hey, so Denver gets the 2 seed, and they get the 1 seed, then they get the 1 seed. But hey, I'm looking at 3, 4, 5, and 6. OKC, Portland, Houston, Utah. They're all separated by a total of 3.5 games. Now, I think the 1 through 6 in the West is set, but at 7 and 8, you got the Clippers and San Antonio. And then you got the Kings at 9 and the Los Angeles Lakers at 10. I predicted the Lakers to make the playoffs. That's just because I cannot downplay the greatness of LeBron James. He is still the best player in the game. But hey, after this season, if he doesn't make it, we'll be the talk and we'll hear the narrative about he couldn't make the playoffs once he got to the Western Conference. And I don't think a lot of people want to talk about it. But Father Time, like I said, is slowly catching up with LeBron. I know he's still balling, but hey, you can tell, you can see it. Lapses in defense. And here is the biggest problem with the Lakers. They play no defense, no semblance of defense. They rank in the bottom half of defense efficiency. They're terrible at 2 key spots that need you to win in this league. Free throws and turnovers. Bottom in the league in both. Bottom 3 in the league in both. That won't win you games. And as you can see against Milwaukee last night, it did not happen. You can see vividly LeBron James is frustrated as he watches this team lose games and lose games. He walked up the court last night, didn't shake anybody's hands. And, hey, he's got to take accountability. He came to Los Angeles. He knew it wasn't going to be easy of a transition, like I said. But, hey, they're 3.5 games out of this A spot. And we all know the Clippers don't really want to make the playoffs, but they're not going to tank because if they make the playoffs, they'll lose that lottery pick. But, hey, San Antonio, I still think is going to make the playoffs. I'm really rooting for the Kings because I want them to end this 12-year playoff drought, but they got some young studs. De'Aaron Fox, Bagley, who's just got hurt with a knee sprain. They got Harrison Barnes at it. Willie Cauley-Stein's been playing well. They got Bogdanovich. They're doing all right. I'm rooting for the Kings, but that Western Conference is tough. And even if the Lakers do make it, they will get swept by Golden State if they have to play him. Now, I'll tell you what, if they have to play Denver, I kind of like that matchup to favor the Lakers because Denver has no playoff experience. And now not a lot of teams are comparing the Nuggets to the Bucks, but hey, the problem I have with the Nuggets, I know Jokic is their best player, but he's a big man. He's a stud. But none of their best players have playoff experience. Gary Harris, Will Barton, Jamal Murray. Hey, they run deep. And we all know in the playoffs, you can't run 10, 11, 12 guys out there. You got to have stars. Stars is where the playoffs matters. All these other teams have them. OKC, I love them. I think they would be able to beat Denver as well. Paul George, MVP, second in my vote, like I said. Russ needs to stop shooting because we know he's having a terrible shooting year. But with that being said, I think these 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, it's gonna be interesting. 3.5 games separate those 4 teams. So hey, it will be a fun way down the stretch. I'm loving this NBA season. It's been so great so far. But I got to give an honorable mention and a special shout out to this Rookie of the Year race. Now, early on, Luka Doncic was the front runner, hands down. I even saw that. I mean, this man's a stud. But let's not forget, he's been a professional since he was 15 years old, playing in the European League, Spanish League, overseas. And that is the second best league in the world. So he came to the NBA ready to play. And I just turned 20 years old. Now, Trae Young of the Atlanta Hawks, who everybody compared to Steph Curry and said he was too small, has been having a phenomenal February. He had a phenomenal February, averaging over 23, shooting 44% from the three-point line and just balling. They even lost last night in a 4 overtime game to the Chicago Bulls were Trey at 49-16. That man has closed the gap on Luka. Now, I will still give it to Luka, but I will tell you that this is an arguable discussion because before it was not. But these two are, man, it's a great top two rookie of the year race. But I'm still giving it to Luka, but you got to give a special shout out to my boy Trae Young. He has been balling. Now, we got a marquee game tonight. Warriors take on Philadelphia 76ers tonight. No Klay Thompson, no Joel Embiid, of course, hey. But I still think it'll be a good game. I'm taking the Warriors. But it will be a great March to this NBA season and a great first half of this April as we find out what the seeding is going to be. But I had to give you guys an update. I'm giving you my weekly takes on the NBA. I love it. It's my second favorite sport. Don't forget to watch out those two. My predictions. Like I said, Milwaukee will get that 1 seed. The Lakers, I'm still going to say, are going to make the playoffs even though they're 3 games back because that was 3.5 games back. That was my original pick. But they don't make it, there will be a lot of changes in Hollywood, including Luke Walton being the GOAT, the scapegoat on that team. But hey, those are my takes. You know what to do. Leave those comments under my box. Subscribe to my channel. And hey, by the way, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. That's right. Keeping the score. It's your boy Adrian. We're here with my NBA talk and my predictions. I'll give you what I take. So give me your thoughts like I said. Hey, I'm out.